So everybody recognizes his face. This is Zach Collaros, QB of the Hamilton Ticats. Now, Zach, everybody wants to know how you're feeling.
I feel great. These last 2 days, I've been out here going full go, taking the scout team reps, and it just really feels good to be back out there on the field. And it's exciting. It's beautiful weather. It's what football in Canada is all about.
Well, describe how it was like being on the sidelines and doing your rehab before you came out, because is it like sort of buying all your Christmas presents in February and then like, oh,
you can't open them? Yeah, definitely. It definitely feels that way. Like being out here working out and not being able to participate or put pads on and be on the field with your teammates is definitely hard, and that was a great analogy that you just used.
Zach has been diligently working hard on rehabbing and returning to play, and to his credit, his progress has not interfered with what Jeremiah is trying to do to lead this football team and get us wins each and every week. And Zach has filled in and helped me in my role and helped Jeremiah where he can, and so he's been great to have around. He's getting more hands-on as he gets closer to being cleared, and not at the expense of Jeremiah doing the task at hand, which is beat Edmonton this week.
And Andy, you can bend as much as you need to. You can just play, right?
I think Coach Austin has chosen quality human beings to be in that room, and they work together. And at times they got to do things that's better for the football team that may not be in their best interest. And this organization, I've seen guys do that at every level. And so Zach and Jeremiah are just trying to get us wins.
But do you think that that's how you get the respect, though? Because you mentioned quality human beings before you mentioned their talent.
Indeed. I do think that, especially in a league where the difference between being 12-6 and 6-12 is just about that much. And I think character does make the difference. And over a 6-month season where you play 18 games, character is going to matter.
Especially for a quarterback, you want guys out there that care, and guys that are taking their job seriously. And I think that all goes hand in hand with people's relationships in the locker room as well. And you know, for me, I want guys out there that want to be out there and that want to know every position and want to know and want to do things right. You know, right is right, wrong is wrong, and that want to be great. And I think if we were able to do that, which I think we have the guys that can do that, offensive line wise, running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, and defense, you see what they do every week, and special teams as well. If we can find that and make everybody want to be great, the sky's the limit for us.
Is there something that like you give each other advice and kind of critique each other's play, or is it more like, I saw this happen, you might want to try this? Yeah,
you know, as a quarterback, you don't want too many guys in your ear, so I always am cautious with that, and I just say, hey, you know, if you need anything, if you want me to look at something for you on the field, I'm more than happy to. Now, there's things that you know, the quarterback whoever's in there might not be able to see that, you know, myself or Corey or Coach P in the box are able to see. And if we think that it's something that's of importance, then we're going to tell Jeremiah. But if not, you know, I know for me, I don't like a ton of guys in my ear, so I try to hang back unless he absolutely needs some help.
Okay, and finally, I just want to ask you about the relationship with receivers in practice. Like, how are you feeling? Is the gelling happening, or is it just like getting on a bike and riding again for you?
You know, I'm not taking a ton of reps with the one so far, but in routes versus air, it's kind of like riding a bike. I feel like I've thrown, you know, it's been 2 years now, and you know, between Andy, Luke, you know, Terrence, Taekwon, and I was obviously with Chad in Toronto, so I have a pretty good, you know, and Spencer Watt as well. Pretty good relationship with those guys, like on and off the field, and out here it's just, you know, second nature. As long as we're assignment sound and they're where they're supposed to be, and I'm on my footwork and stuff like that, you know, things should be fine.
You don't flinch as a coach. You don't make a big deal about it. You trust that the next guy up is ready to go, and you go. And so Mr. Filer's down. Mr. Gerard is going to have a great week, and Jeremiah's doing a great job leading this football team. Zach will do a good job leading this football team. Next man up, and you do your job and do what's asked of you, and you don't worry about things that are out of your control.